Yeah, my name is Falade Idu Temidayo. I'll be the one anchoring today's meeting. And I have with me in the room some persons who also will be our co-host in the room. So right now, without wasting much of our time, we'll go straight to the missing presentation. The first aspect of this presentation is going to be technology. This will give an opportunity to you to have an insight of this technology, what is unique about this technology, why we are so excited about being co-owners of this technology. And the second aspect will be opportunity presentation. And that section will give you opportunity to also join in the co-ownership of the technology. So it will be good you call in your friends and family to be part of this amazing session. As people are already coming in, please join in, call in your family, watch this together, view it together, and it's going to be highly beneficial. So thank you. Right now, we'll go straight to the meeting while I share my screen with you.
On the world's roads, every year, 1.5 million people die. More than 10 million. Roads impact 20% of the Earth's surface, which is taken away from nature and excluded from agricultural turnover. The existing transport causes environmental damage of 2.5 trillion euros per year. If we do not look for new solutions, the situation in the Skyway transport is a sturdy and lightweight pre-stressed overpass along which special electric vehicles of various configurations and capacities run at high speeds. The traffic is carried out on rails, raising the road above the ground that are the central element of the overpass. The string track structure is integral. Even if several supports are damaged, it will not paralyze the traffic. String rails will only bend without breaking. In combination with multi-element rail design, it provides multiple safety reserve. The small cross-sectional area of the main elements greatly diminishes the danger posed by hurricanes and tsunamis, floods, snow and sand drifts, which remain below the traffic level, thus rendering the track resistant to natural disasters. The Skyway track structure complies with international safety standards. The rolling stock is equipped with anti-derailment and backup brake systems. The modules are driven by 4 or more motor wheels, each of which can operate independently so that even if most of the drives fail, the traffic will continue. Duplication of critically important functions and systems is one of the basic principles of Skyway safety concept. Fully automated intelligent control system excludes human factor, which is the cause of the majority of traffic incidents. The intelligent system features real-time information analysis. It is capable of adjusting the movement if an obstacle is detected, controlling the passenger's behavior in the cabin. No matter what is the weather or the time of the day, the system allows driving safely in poor visibility. With the possibility of operating around the clock, the system collects the data on the state of the model and the environment, controlling the process of pickup, drop-off, and traffic intervals. But it is impossible to take into account everything. And therefore, in such cases of emergency, in addition to the intelligent system responsible for centralized safety measures, each Skyway vehicle is also equipped with a number of autonomous emergency devices. These include An automatically coupled emergency towing device with which a vehicle moving behind or in front can tow a failed vehicle in order to deliver it to the nearest station. Fire extinguishers in the passenger compartment, duplex voice and video communication with the dispatcher. In extreme cases, passengers can be evacuated from the cabin via an emergency exit with the help of a simple and reliable mechanism for evacuation. Designed to achieve maximum safety and efficiency with minimum energy cost, Skyway systems have the lowest level of land acquisition and allowing housing construction and agricultural cultivation under the track structure.
This presentation is brought to you by the Skyward community in Africa. My name is Falade Idu. Now, let's start with transportation system, because basically we're talking about new transport technology and the benefit and how we can own this. Long ago, transportation started with human that had to move on to work on the foot. Before every other forms of transportation, human traveled on foot. Can you imagine taking a walk from Lagos City to Abuja, FCT? You can also imagine one taking a walk from Port Harcourt to Kano, barefooted. You can also imagine taking a walk from New York City to Los Angeles. This happened everywhere in the world. Fortunately, human begin to learn how to use animals such as donkey, horses, camel for transportation. And this happened as far back as 4,000 to 3,000 BC. In about 3,500 BC, the wheel kindly help us to mute this person, co-host, Pastor Julius, please. Thank you for doing that. All right, the wheel was invented in Iraq, and the first wheel was made from the wood. Now, 17th, 18th century, many new models of transportation were invented, such as bicycle, motor cars, trains, trucks, airplane, and trams. In 19th century, the first car was developed with an internal combustion engine, and many types of transportation systems such as boat, train, airplane, and automobiles were all based with internal combustion engine. And we keep on advancing in mobility system. Successfully, human race arise of having a diversity in mobility system. This brought a lot of conveniences. It brought a lot of ease and to humanity. That is, you can easily take a movement from one place to the other without much strain. And as population began to rise, humans begin to acquire more of these inventions, and traffic jams set in. Traffic congestion happens everywhere in the world. And this actually defeated the purpose of mobility system. That is, we have this invention so that you can move faster than walking on foot. But when you have traffic jams, you have your journey delayed more than necessary. We have other problems which are associated with the mobility system. Another major problem is carbon monoxide emission, which pose big risk on human, plants, animal, and even the planet. Constructing this mobility system actually costs a lot of money. Some of them require lots of ions. Some you have to build on a flat ground. So you have to start, a lot of feelings, and it's actually highly capital intensive. The energy consumption also is one of the major problems of this mobility system. So we still talk about the environmental pollution. These are also major areas that are of concern, which has also been posed a big danger on human. And it has had its effect, negative effects on the different regions, both aquatic, region and other regions. Now, the world actually needs solution. The world needs solution. And there has been solution attempt. Electric motors are being developed, exhaust filters are being introduced, fuel qualities are being set, binary space are being created. These are attempt solution, excuse me. And this seems not to have provided the lasting solution because electric car can still get stuck in the traffic jams. So that means some of this may remain unsolved. We have a technology which seems to have a lasting solution to all these aforementioned problems. Skyway creates its best solution, the above ground electric vehicle, which move on high strength string rails. According to experts, the numbers of the cars in the world by 2050 will double, and this will also increase the problems the world suffer from this. And also, we're also going to have, according to World Health Organization, more than 1.5 million people die of road accidents annually. About 10 million people become disabled via road accidents, and quite over 1 million animals die on a daily basis. So we need solution. Let's listen to this video clip.
The number of cars in the world will double by 2050. Twice as many traffic jams, twice as much air emissions, half as many natural landscapes. No one has managed to create transport capable of solving these problems yet, until Skyway offered its project.
So you can see the current situation of traffic in Germany, so also in France, in Lagos, Nigeria. This is quite unfortunate. So what happens if the numbers of the cars in the world double by 2050? So we have a great man here. You see on screen, Dr. Anatoly Yuniesky is a man who invented the new technology we are unveiling in 1977. The man is still very well, is still very alive, and is still pushing this technology to the world, and the world is embracing it. He is the designer of Skyway, is an engineer with over 40 years experience, is the author of over 150 inventions, is a man who has obtained over 100 patents globally. He has also received grants from United Nations twice to explore more string transport technology. Talking more about this man, is the author and general designer of Yuniesky String Transport Technology, general manager and general designer of Skyway Technologies, project manager of 2 United Nations projects, member of Cosmonautics Federation of USSR, author of more than 140 inventions, author of 18 monographs, author of 200 scientific projects, 2 gold medals he won from the All Russia Exhibition Center, 2 gold award in nomination project of the year of traffic and industry, 3 gold medal awards. What you're seeing here is the head office of Skyway String Transport Technology in Belarus. We have our 2 major offices, the 3-building story and a 9-story building. We have over 1,000 engineers and experts which work with Anatoly Yuniesky in building more and exploring this technology. This is the production facility of Skyway String Transport Technology. And talking about this string transport technology is all about an idea of using string to construct a mobility system. Knowing very well that string, like that of the guitar, is actually very durable. And these are actually rolled together, stretch a bit with support, and lay across the laid on the pole. And the vehicle are now on this and moved, so smoothly. And we're talking about electric car. Now we're going to see all this technology before we talk about the benefit to you and I as an individual. Using string transport technology, using string system, all these models of vehicles have been created, tested, and certified, and currently are facing the global adoption. We have the UniWing model, we have the Unibike, we have Unicar, we have Unibus of different series. We have a Unibus of high speed. We also have Unitran, Unicar, and Unicorn. We are going to be seeing this one after the other. In summary, the priority models of this company has been to produce a passenger transport and a cargo transport. Okay, the passenger transport and the cargo transport. In passenger transport, we have different forms of these models, like high-speed Unibus, which can speed up to 500 kilometers per hour and can take up to 50,000 passengers per round trip. And also, we have a Unibus, which can take up to 35,000 passengers per round trip and can speed up to 150 kilometers per hour. We also have a Unicar, which can speed up to 150 kilometers per hour and take up to 7,000 passengers per round trip. And you know very well that cargo system actually has a lot of solution if you have it elevated in rail system, because moving container from the from the seaport to the mainland has been an issue with most countries, especially in Africa. But this does happen in Europe, in Asia, and other continents. So now, how can this cargo system solve the global problem? We have different type of these models, okay, different series. And now, cargo system actually good because it solved the problem. You can see what happened. This is one country in Africa, precisely Nigeria. You can see overload of transport route with heavily packed truck. So we use this elevated rail system to solve the problem. And how does it solve it? This rail system you're seeing does not have a driver. It is an autonomous vehicle. It is driven automatically and it moves along the stream. And this is an elevated rail system we can build from 5 meters to 35 meters above the ground. And these strings are made up of multiple elements. I'm going to break this down so that we can see. Well, let's look at the seaport technology of Skyway.
Skyway seaports are intended for transshipment of cargo from rolling stock to tankers, dry cargo and container ships, as well as for passenger transit traffic. The volume of cargo reshipment is up to 250 million tons per year. The transit of passengers is up to 1 million people per year. The arrangement of seaports using Skyway technology allows locating them on the sea shelf with natural depths of 20 meters or more and distance from the coast of 1 to 10 kilometers. Due to the absence of coastal port infrastructure and the arrangement of the most efficient transportation routes, there is a significant reduction in capital expenses for construction and operational costs in comparison with conventional seaports. Construction of seaports using Skyway technology will improve the efficiency and safety of their operation, significantly reduce logistics costs, and decrease the cost of shipping.
So we do have stations where commuter board this vehicle, and we can build on existing road which are overloaded. We don't have to start destroying the road, and all we need to do is to concentrate straight on the road dividers, which is the lighting pole. We replace the lighting pole with our own pole, and we construct this right on the road. And as you can see, we erect our station. This is, of course, a multi-purpose station. This is where commuter board the vehicle. And what we lay on this pole are the string, and we have a light rail system. And the light rail system moves smoothly on the string. And commuter board from point A to point B no border, no traffic jams, no accident, no, this is environmentally friendly. And we can build these forms of transportation on three different types of rail. We have semi-rail, semi-rigid rail, flexible rail, and rigid rail. And all these rails you're seeing also have a component of string inserted in them, multiple string. And this made this mobility system very durable. And in fact, maintenance on this mobility system, on this string, takes up to 25 years or more before you will carry out any major maintenance. That makes it better than any forms of transportation globally. Now, let's talk about this string which carries the vehicle, our light vehicle. You can see this is, of course, a multi-element, rail head. Talking about the rail, okay? The rail head is made of steel. It can't easily get wear out. It can't get rotting, and the vehicle can move on it very fast, okay? And it also have multiple strings inserted in there, rows and stretched together, and also supported by fillers. These are concrete fillers. And we have the rail body, the frame are actually made up of the compressed iron, which cannot get bent easily. We also have utility pipeline inserted in it, which makes it easy for an internet to cover all the mobility system, even while the passengers are moving. Now, let's talk about the vehicle on its own. This vehicle is a vehicle which is capacitated with artificial intelligence system. Okay, you and I know right now that we are moving to the era of AI, which is artificial intelligence system. And these are actually, system inserted in machine to have the mind of their own. And they detect and for security measure and for autopilot. Okay, now these vehicles, please, can you help us to mute that person, Mr. Person, please? Thank you. Kindly mute your microphone as you come into the meeting, please. Apostle David, please, your microphone. All right, thank you for doing that. So, Apostle David, please, your microphone is on. Thank you. So, it is actually very good. We understand that this mobility system are superb, and an electric vehicle which can actually detect danger, anything that which can paralyze the movement of vehicle along the stream, can actually be detected by this vehicle. That is unique aspect of this. So when we talk about the security measure, the vehicle has it on its own. And good enough, please, can you mute your microphone, please? If you are, because we have disrupted the meeting. Apostle David, please. All right, thank you. When it's time for us to talk, we'll be unable to mute or mute ourselves, please, so that we won't disrupt. Background noise is very important. You might not be making noise, but the background noise can actually affect the meeting. Thank you for doing that, sir. So now we go back to the electric car. So also, it's also capable of controlling the behaviors of the passengers within the bus. And this actually one of the good thing about this vehicle. It is very safe. Now, the engine which controls the vehicle are the rolling stock, and this rolling stock use any environmentally friendly fuel available at any locality where this mobility system is created. We can actually run, and it also generates energy on its own. We only require little electricity to start up this vehicle, and once it starts, the engine magnifies the energy within it, and we only use 20% of this energy. The remaining 80% we pass it to the street in form of the street light along the corridor of the rail, the stream. So this actually move very fast. You see, some of our vehicles can speed up to 500 kilometers per hour because of aerodynamic system. And aerodynamic system proves that when a moving object is elevated above the ground, it can speed in multiple times more than the time it was on the ground. So this is actually good. It speed more than 11,000 times more than the conventional rail system, and even more than the, all these forms of mobility system like cars and tram and also others, so fast. And the speed of the vehicle is controlled automatically. Good to know. Security is guaranteed in this aspect. This vehicle has an anti-derailment attached to the rolling stock. As the rolling stock moves on the string, so also the anti-derailment protects the vehicle, and the vehicle moves so smoothly without any derailment. Unlike the conventional rail system we know about, you admit that you agree with me that the safest rail system, the safest transport system in the world is a rail system, but sometimes they get derailed due to human activities and animals. Okay, so right now we have this unique mobility system capacitated with artificial intelligence, technology, and at the same time has an anti-derailment, which make it safe on the string. Okay, so we can build this technology anywhere in the world, in where we call the hard to reach area. Okay, regardless of the topography of those, areas we can actually build anywhere, in the desert, in the jungle, in the mountain, in very cold area, in polar region, we can actually build this technology. It is actually very unique. So now we'll be talking about this technology, and it is also good to let us know that we have practically implemented this technology we're talking about here. Skyway technology is no longer a paperwork. It's now a physical project. We have built in Belarus, Marina Koka, a Skyway string transport technology, tested and certified. We have about 5 track in Belarus, where we have built 18 models and tested it and certified that it is good for usage. And also we have also built this technology in United Arab Emirates. Of course, this is actually facing adoption, mass adoption in UAE. Now, let's talk about further technology development. There are lots of things that this vehicle can do, which we're going to tell us a little about it. We can stretch this across a very long length, up to 3,000 kilometers, and this vehicle can speed very high on it. We can extend this at the speed of our vehicle from 500 kilometers to about 1,200 kilometers per hour, and it can move very fast. We're looking at construction of a Skyway World Center at Abu Dhabi in United Arab Emirates. This is actually part of the project we are actually going to start, and it's already, part of it is ongoing. And Linear City is actually integrates city together, where you can run Skyway from one city to the other. We're already looking at this also in Vietnam. Okay, we have this also. Also, Transnet, we give make it possible for Skyway to transport you from one country to the other. The transportation, network actually is going to be established in mass, in masses. So now we have built this in Belarus. We have this Skyway string transport technology built across 36 acres of land in Belarus, with about 5 track belt, 8 models built, 6,000 passengers transported on this train. You can see is actually very unique. Now, our high-speed unibus is so superb. You can see how it moves very fast, no noise, no accident, no border, no obstruction. 500 kilometers per hour. Thank you for watching that. So in Belarus, we have our Eco Techno Park. We feature every year. Thousands of people who come here to see how this come from all around the world to see this unique technology of anatomy is super technology capable of covering more than 50% of global transport systems, according to experts. Is super technology, which moves above the ground, so smooth, so lovely, so safe, free from accident, free from carbon monoxide emission, and so long. launching that. Also in United Arab Emirates, we have this technology, implemented. And you can imagine the Crown Prince of Sharjah, Crown Prince of Dubai, actually saw this project. He was amazed. Let's watch what happened as we launch our Skype call. And Anthony Uniski, the author and inventor of this technology, ushered him in. It's quite special, like that of the limousine. So lovely. Now they discussed possibility of laying this across United Arab Emirates. One of the reasons why we're having this project adopted here, discuss about the technology, the strength of the string, and how this be built across, the country. So good enough, we have it implemented already, being implemented already. So now let's quickly round up this so that we'll talk about how this can benefit us. So it is also good to know that in major city, take for instance, in a country in Nigeria, Lagos to Abuja, you can actually transport within 50 minutes and spend less than 5,000 Nigeria currency. So it's actually very cheap. Now, it has a lot of advantages over conventional transport system. We have no accidents, no smoke and pollution, no traffic congestion in the city anymore, no delay and waiting time, cheap transport, need less energy. We create energy with the transport system. It also has fight against extreme conditions like earthquake up to 10 on Richter scale, flooding with water up to 10 meters deep, hurricane with a wind force of more than 250 kilometers per hour, and tsunami with a wave of more than 20 meters. It's actually very unique, very safe. Now, when you look at when we compare this with conventional rail system, we talk about conventional rail system this time around. Okay, the cost of constructing it. Look at it, Hyperloop. Please, can you help us to mute this person? Please, your microphone is disturbing. Thank you. So, Hyperloop. Mr. Sonia, Onyimowo, please mute your microphone.
So co-host me back. I have a distraction of network.
Make me a co-host also for effectiveness.
All right, thank you very much. I'll do that right away. All right, we have two co-hosts in the room now. Thank you for doing justice for this. Appreciate. So now, in cost of the constructing this project is very cheap when we talk about Skyway, but Hyperloop takes up to $100 million to construct 1 kilometer. Magnet navigation take 106, monorail takes $36 million, and Skyway takes only $3 million. It's very cheap. So you can construct anywhere in the world. And when you look at this, it's already facing global adoption. You can see countries around the world are actually looking at this project to cope with the traffic issues. We have countries who have already paid for pre-order in a amount of $164 billion already prepaid. And we have leaders around the world representing us in going to visit our project. As you can see here, Ambassador Christian, Honorable Sami, we have Pastor Eneudo, and we have Ms. Kat Jacob and others. So it's in this unique technology. It's also good that we know that we have the joint venture company set up in Nigeria already. Yes, joint venture company set up in Nigeria already. We have our office in Lagos. We have our office in Abuja also, and we have our office in Port Harcourt. We have office in Ibadan. We have office in Jalingo, Taraba State. So we actually, also trending to other parts of the Africa. So in United Arab Emirates, this project is facing adoption, and other countries are actually looking at adopting this, like Belarus, Vietnam, India, Nigeria. Okay, we have more prospects to be in those countries. And right now, we have over 100 patents obtained in respect to this technology. That shows that Skyway owns or has exclusive right to this technology. So you can actually screenshot this website you are seeing here and read about it. Unisky.engineer. Unisky.engineer. You read more about the inventor, more about the technology. And if you are the type that you like doing research, you can actually go on more research on unisky.engineer. So now we go to get to know that also we have quite a number of MOU, kind of a number of contracts being signed globally, okay, and a lot of countries around the world are coming in. Yes, we have gotten to where we have been waiting or where we wanted going. This is actually where you need to pay attention. If you have been here right from beginning up to this moment, I sincerely congratulate you, because this is where we are going to talk about how this can benefit you as a person. All right, in summary, Skyway String Transport Technology was invented in 1978, and from 1978 to 2014, it has been technology development. And from 2014 up to this date, it has been the engineering of the project, construction of the project, demonstration and certification of the project, and implementation of the project. Now, something amazing happened in the year 2014. The Skyway Group company actually structured out 15 stages, which it must undergo before it goes to the commercialization of the project. Okay, we have 15 stages structured out, which are just development plan of the company. These are, strategic ways of penetrating market. These are strategic way of positioning their plant, at strategic location in preparation for commercialization of this project. These are 15 stages. We also call this stage, we call it a pre-IPO equity shares allotment stage, meaning that the company gives out what we call pre-IPO equity shares from stage 1 to stage 15. Okay, they allot it for interested private investors who wish to be part of this technology, who wish to co-own the technology. They indicate interest and they buy some of this allotment unit, and the company gives them certificate of co-ownership. So right now, the company has actually successfully moved from stage 1 to stage 14.2. Right now, we're only left with one stage, which is stage 15. The project get rounded up and go straight to commercialization stage. So what do we have right now? We have this technology almost about, to get done. We have 98% already completed. So this gives you opportunity as an individual to co-own the technology. And this is what we call the crowdfunding of the project. Okay, when we say crowdfunding, this does not mean crowd one. Please understand this. It's an English word, as is a term being used for a company entering the market globally. Okay, so when we call this crowdfunding, means that interested investors privately show interest in co-owning the technology, and the company accepts that and issue some unit of shares to them in exchange for the quota of contribution they input into the project. And the company also still issue allotment to them. And they own the company as its information as regard the progress of the project in preparation for commercial phase. And these are actually what has taken place from 2014 up to date. That is, the company has moved from stage 1 to stage 14, and very soon they enter stage 15, and the stage will not be more available again. So we are right now, we talk about an opportunities which are already gone, which are no longer available. We're talking about missed opportunity, missed similar opportunity to Skyway. Booming is also a mobility system, but this one moves above, it moves in the sky. When this invention started, people thought it won't be possible for an aircraft to fly. Bowen gave an offer to people who showed interest, who would love to co-own the technology. A Bowen allotment share unit was issued to people who showed interest. And this was offered at the price of 3 cents to interested person as far back as 1979. Now, after some years, Bowen got listed on stock market and started trading. Right now, the value is no longer 3 cents, but right now, more than 240 US dollar. Google is also another technology which offered a similar opportunity. What you are seeing on the screen is a certificate of Google shares given to people who participated in the IPO equity shares of company. This was issued at the price less than a cent. You can see on the screen 0.001. It was less than 1 cent. Now, after a while, Google went trading on the stock market and grew from this value to $1, from $1 to above. Right now, 1 unit of Google share is about 2,450 US dollar. And imagine you having 100,000 of units of this share or 1 million units of this share, multiplying by $2,450 is a lot of money. Let's talk about another opportunity in Tesla. Tesla is a company which builds an electric car and is owned by Elon Musk. This also offered an opportunity to individuals who also wish to participate in the crowdfunding of this project. And as far back as 2015, just precisely 6 years ago. And people who showed interest were able to pin down the allotment at the price of 3 cents. And right now, the value is no longer 3 cents. 1 unit of Google share is over 700 US dollar. Now, lastly, I'd love to talk about Zoom. You and I are using Zoom right now. You are on Zoom meeting. Zoom also offers an opportunity because it's an incorporation, it's a company. It's not just an app, but it's a company. There is a company behind this app, company who manages it. As we're using now, as a host, you must pay for a subscription for a period of time before you can have access to host many people. Okay, so right now, Zoom is a company, is a business. And what you are seeing right on the screen was a certificate issued to participants who bought into this allotment unit. And right now, it's no longer 3.5 cents as was issued, it's over $300. So ladies and gentlemen, you can see Zoom got listed at $36, what people bought at less than $1, 1 cent, 3 cents. So you got an opportunity to co-own a project like Skyway Train Transport Technology, which according to experts, will dominate more than 50% of global transport system. And this will, of course, give you an opportunity to pass on well to children if you co-own this technology. So you are standing in a gap to choose from two. One, to become a co-owner of the technology or to become a passenger of this mobility system. So when you invest, you are buying the days you don't have to work, and you have a lot of benefit for investing in this technology. According to independent experts, the cost of this technology is over $400 billion. Imagine you being a co-owner of a multi-billion-dollar company, which already registered on GTI and given a Class A shares, okay? And very soon we go on stock market. You have opportunity to come in right now or never. So my dear brothers and sisters, anyone can actually join in this opportunity where you can become a co-owner of this technology if only you buy allotment units of shares for yourself. We have several packages you can choose from. And you can pay in up to 5 installments. That is, you can pay instrumentally, in 5 installments. Choose a package and divide the money into 5. You start paying gradually. This makes it easy for you. And it's also good that we know that we have over 400,000 investors globally who has actually ventured into this opportunity. So why investing in this technology? Dividends. For each project realized by the company, the company will declare a profit, okay? Declare dividends for each holders of this allotment unit. This is lifetime dividends. You earn this every quarter. Every quarter, the company issue you dividends. So imagine you have a amount of shares which worth $1 million, and you are getting dividends of maybe like 20% of it. Is a lot of money every 3 months. So Also, redemption of shares. You can decide to sell your allotment share at any time of interest. And you can also decide to keep it. But I do advise, don't be in a hurry to sell your allotment share. Imagine people who sold their shares, Google share, when it was just $50. Right now, it's about $2,500. So don't be in rush, okay? If you allow your share to rise, to lie or stay, that means you are giving opportunity to your great-grandchildren. But if you eat it up, you have just sown for yourself alone. So this gives you opportunity to pass on wealth to children. Unfortunately, our traditional investments are failing. People no longer pass on wealth to children because money has moved from where it used to be to technology. Okay, that is more of the reason why you should invest in technology and be able to pass on wealth to your children. Very soon we go on the stock market and you will not have this offer available to you again. This offer was available in Google. It was on the site, but now you can't find it on Google site. On Amazon, on Microsoft, none of them is selling again because they already gone public. So very soon we get listed on stock market, London stock market, and we start trading. Right now we're already registered on London stock market, and very soon we start trading. 98% gone already. My dear brothers and sisters, you've got opportunity to buy from the 2% remaining, and this will give you a lifetime benefit. Now, what you are seeing are just a numbers of packages you can select from, which ranges from $250 to about $5,000 and more. And sincerely speaking, you can also divide this payment into 5 installments. For instance, you choose a package of $250, you can pay $50 every month. Or you choose a package of $5,000, you can pay $1,000 every month. What about the unit allotment? What you are seeing here has been reduced. Formerly, as at last week, last 2 weeks, you could have 5,750 units of shares for $250. But right now it has been reduced to only $5,000. Okay, in about 2 weeks ago, you could buy this for $500, 13,000 units of shares. But right now it has been reduced to $12,000. Sorry, 12,000 units of shares. Okay, in 2 weeks back, you could buy allotment unit for $1,000 and get 31,000 units of shares. But right now it has been reduced to 28,000 units of shares. And 266,000 was possible 2 weeks back. And right now it has been reduced to 60,000 units. And 190,000 was possible, but right now it has been reduced to 165. My dear brothers and sisters, this opportunity is going down, is going up gradually. And very soon you just see the one of 190,000 shares for $1. You only see 5,000 units there for the same $5,000. So you have the opportunity. And I want to tell you something. People who bought in stage 13 got higher units. People who got in stage 12 got bigger units. And now you see what people in stage 14 are getting now. Then if you wait, further, you are going to get less than that. So you got opportunity to be part of this. What do I mean by IPO? IPO means initial public offering. That is when the company goes on commercialization of the project and starts selling through the stockbroker or institutional investor who wish to come in. And this price of the allotment share unit will be very expensive and it will go very high. Okay, we get listed on this assured price that company said. To the case, once they get on stock market, it goes at $1 at least. But experts are saying Skyway will not go anything less than $50. We believe that because the project is facing a global adoption. Remember, Tesla promised to list at $1. They got listed at $18. Zoom promised to list at $1. They got listed at $36. So you can expect Skyway maybe around $50 or $100. Okay, it is possible. And you can make up to 10,000% return on investment if you are smart. A certificate will be issued to you, which also proves you are a co-owner of this 21st century technology. So, my dear brothers and sisters, you have to be intelligent. Intelligent, you are having a financial intelligence key. It is very important because you don't get it from school. It is missing from our curriculum. No teacher, no lecturer, no classroom. Offer it as course. We spend most part of our work life pursuing how to be financially free. My dear brothers and sisters, you don't need to go to school and get certificate before you have intelligence to decide which is the best for you. Skyway is no longer a paperwork. We have a project physically seen, and we're actually trending globally. You have opportunity to select. And I want to tell you that if you are in this meeting this night, good enough you don't pay for this meeting, you ought to pay for it. Sometimes you pay for information heavily before you get them. Your environment right now is not qualified for this opportunity you are getting because you are supposed to pay for it, but you are getting it on platter of gold. And I want to tell you that you are more intelligent than whoever has never attended this meeting. Why? Because financial intelligence is something you don't get from school, you don't acquire from anywhere. That is why it is possible for a country to be able to print money, but will not still be able to save ourselves from recession. And that is why it is also possible for a professor in financial, courses talking about financial management, and or economics, professor in economics may lead his entire life in poverty or managing with debt. So financial intelligence, you got it from where you make the right decision about how to use your money. So it is wrong for you to attend this meeting and still go to someone who has no knowledge and decide whether to be part of this or not. You should be the one to decide yourself. Traditionally in Africa, a woman will have to go to the husband to decide for him. Even if you have attended a very good meeting, you wouldn't know. And sometimes the husband will ignorantly, advise or discourage the woman not to be part of such a rich opportunity, and thereby robbing the children and the great generation a huge opportunity. That is more of the reason why you should see that you are an intelligent person. You should be the one to speak for person, not someone speaking for you. So Warren Buffett's portfolio, Warren Buffett is a great investor in the world, and people respect him because he's a great player in the stock market. You can see his investment alone in Apple, $28 billion. In Wells Fargo, $27 billion. In Kraft, $25 billion. Bank of America, $20 billion. Coca-Cola, $18 billion. American Express, $15 billion. These are billions of dollars. But guess what? This man did not invest billions of dollars here. He invested token. He bought them in pre-IPO. And right now, it has made a lot of function for him. So when you think well, you take the right decision, you'll be happy for life for being part of this amazing opportunity. So ladies and gentlemen, if you say yes to this opportunity tonight, you become a co-owner of a corporation leading in the industry for the next 200 years. Yes, of course, yes. Many companies are already positioning. They are ready to reign for 100, 200 years because technology is also actually taking a lead. And a lot of them are positioning to reign. So if you don't do anything to be part of this, you pass on consumership to your children. We are using Zoom now. We're a consumer of Zoom. If you say no, you become a passenger. If you say yes, you're a co-owner. If you say yes, lifetime dividends you get. If you say no, lifetime consumer of the product. If you say yes, profitable investment of over 10,000% return on investment. If you say no, regret of not repeating the opportunity. If you say yes, you use our certificate to get international loan. And if you say no, you depend on your local country pension. So what happened in Africa? This is what happened. This is system, pension system, you don't deserve this. And stop giving excuses. I can't afford it. What if I lose my money? Oh, you don't need this. So, my dear brothers and sisters, we'll go on stock market very soon. Thank you for listening to my presentation. I so much appreciate you for being part of this meeting today. Once again, my name is Falade Temidayo. I'm a curator in the region. Okay, and it also pleases me to present to you always. You're always welcome. Ask more questions about this. And it's also good to let us know that someone has given you this privilege this night to be part of this amazing meeting. Why don't you go back to the person and tell the person, sign me up, okay? Sign up process will only require your information, such as your contact, your email, and your full name, okay? With this, you can actually join in the co-ownership of this company. You also be required to verify yourself to prove you are actually genuine. So after this, you can be part of the opportunity. So, ladies and gentlemen, we have come to the end of this meeting. And before we close shortly, I'll give room to some leaders to tell us why they are part of this meeting. Mr. Sunday Egoja, can you please just tell us why you would love to recommend this opportunity to someone in the room? Please, Mr. Sunday, can you unmute yourself and just in 2 minutes, please?
It's okay. Thank you very much, Mr. Falade, for your consistency and carrying the whole team along as our curator. Now, the truth is that the opportunity, like as mentioned earlier, is already going away. By privilege of God, we happen to know, we have always been desiring this kind of opportunity where we can be part of something bigger than us, something that will transcend our generation from the next, even to the next generation, and even further to the third and even fourth generation. And when I as an individual, when I saw this opportunity, the Skyway String Transport Technology opportunity, I just jumped on board. The reason is very straightforward. It is not going to end with me. You understand it? It's not going to end with me. And beside that, this also gives us the, as Africans, it gives us the opportunity to come on board despite our locality. Take, for example, Amazon. Most of us did not even know about anything about Amazon until we started seeing the result of what Amazon was already accomplishing. So when we have this kind of opportunity at the back of our door, information came, why not? We just have to key in. So at this point, I want to encourage everyone who has not bought, key in. And if you have bought and there is still some fund, some of us think it's smartness to put money into certain things, which to me, I look at them like toiletries compared to this kind of opportunity. So if you still have some extra funds somewhere, maybe you think you have bought something like bonds, or you have invested in something like all these bank projects, saving for the children. You know, some funny investment, you would think you are really doing investment. You don't know you are wasting your money. So if you have such kind of investment, please sit down and work out the math. You will discover that this is the best place to put your money. Go and buy more. I am still buying. As long as the opportunity is there, we still try to buy more and buy more and buy more till the last minute. We will continue to buy. Having said that, I will still encourage you, if you are here, you are already a member, a co-owner rather, please share the information. Every age, there are, in fact, this, what I'm going to tell you now is on record, that in every dispensation, there are only 2% innovators, people with unique insight to certain area of life. And Anatoly Yuniski happened to be one in the area of science and specifically in the area of transportation network. So please, partner with Anatoly by sharing the information. Anatoly cannot do it all alone. That is why he has given us the privilege to come on board. Now that we are on board, don't keep quiet. Share. It doesn't cost anything to share. Like one of my friend will say, he said, chon, chon, chon is giving people breakthrough these days. Do the right gossip. Share the information to people. I think, Mr. Falade, you can take it over from me from here. Thank you very much for having me.
Thank you very much, Mr. Sunday. Will do. Yeah, a great leader. I appreciate that contribution. That was great. Thank you very much. And I believe we've gotten a word of impact from you. Even this night alone, that chomp, chomp, chomp is a lot. Thank you. And I have another great leader here. Oh, it's good to give respect to this leader, our expert. Mr. Jonathan Dogo is an expert in the community, and I know he would love to say something, at least just for 1 minute, please. Sir. I know you can say a lot, but just for 1 minute. Please, sir, kindly unmute yourself and say something, sir. Yes, sir, please unmute yourself and say something. Your microphone. Please, can you unmute yourself? Can you hear me? Please unmute your microphone. We are not hearing you. Good, we can hear you now. Okay. Wow, we are actually. It seems the network is not stable. All right, thank you very much, sir. Thank you for your contribution, sir. All right, thank you, sir, Mr. Jonathan Dogo, for that great contribution. I appreciate, though at my end there, I think the network was bad. I couldn't actually get you, but I know you've given the word of impact. All right, before I give room to one more person to talk, if you have question, please, can't you kindly ask a question, raise your hand and ask a question, or unmute yourself and ask a question if you have a question to ask. If you have a question to ask, please unmute yourself. All right. Since we have no question, I give room to one leader. Mr. Passim Julius, can you actually, just run this up and just tell us why we should be part of this opportunity?
Hello.
Yeah, we can hear you. Good evening.
Good evening, sir. Good evening, everyone in the house. Good evening, my expert, Mr. Jonathan Dogo, and my creator, my mentor, and my co-host, Mr. Sunday. I am very delighted and I'm very happy to say congratulations to everybody in the room. My reason of saying congratulations to everybody is just one, that your investment is not on targeted project. It's not on a targeted project. Your investment is on international project everywhere in the world. So if you're investing $1,000 today, your $1,000 will generate revenue for you everywhere Skyway construct all over the world. So congratulations for that little penny you put into this project. For your entire life, your entire generation will live to celebrate that very effort you made. So congratulations, congratulations, congratulations. And if you are yet to be on board, know that your little penny that you contribute today will be for generation yet unborn. And then that very investment is not only on a single country, but everywhere in the world. You can imagine how a little token will be generating revenue for you everywhere in the world. So do good for yourself, do good for your family, and invest and invest and invest. Build Skyway, save the planet.
Thank you very much, Mr. Passim Julius. That was a very word of impact. Invest and invest. Thank you for that word of contribution. Thank you that you are here today. And I so much also appreciate our good leaders in the room. I have a person of Pastor David also in the room. But tomorrow, I believe tomorrow you are going to do justice. Tomorrow you are going to give us a lot of talk. we've already overspent our time, but it will be lovely to hear your voice tomorrow, Pastor David, because you've done a good leader. I like your impact, and I believe tomorrow we'll love to hear from you. And please, everyone in the room, please come in tomorrow with your friends and family. Let them be part of this amazing opportunity. And if you are being invited by a friend or family to this room meeting, why don't you go back to the person and tell the person to sign you up immediately? This is indeed an amazing opportunity you cannot afford to miss, because if you miss this opportunity, your children will not forgive you. So a lot has been said already, and we are going to call it right now. So tomorrow is going to be another day. As you know that this meeting is on daily basis, and we call it a daily diet. So we have great leaders who have actually been part of this, contributed in this meeting. Thank you for being here today. Expert Jonathan Dogo, we so much appreciate you for being here. We so much appreciate you. We appreciate if you are also always here with us, because we need our leader to also be with us. And we have some new persons in the room who have actually joined because they want to be part of this information. Yes, people who invited them have done well, because we're doing this meeting purposely because of people who have actually not benefited from this opportunity in Africa, anywhere in the country. And I think it will also be good you share the link in your Facebook. This link already has been programmed for 30 working days, 30 months, 30 days in a month. Okay, you can share the same link. Okay, if you check it, you see there's no feast date there. It has been programmed from now to 30th. So you can share the link, share and give people life. You are saving their family, let them be part of it, let them be informed, and you'll be happy also tomorrow that you have saved a lot of people, you have saved a generation, you have saved life, of people. So thank you very much. Mr. David, can you close this meeting for us, just briefly? Pastor David.
Thank you, my great leader. Thank you, my great. How is your family? Indeed, great. I am grateful to God for your resilience. You have proven to be a man that we all can work with. I want to thank you for today's presentation. It's been amazing. I'm very sorry I was late in the meeting. I have listened to everything you said, and I want to sincerely appreciate you. May the Lord strengthen you in the name of Jesus. I want to believe, God, that every one of us in the house are doing all we can do in order to ensure that this little unit that is remaining in the company share does not slide away from us here in Nigeria. It is one of the most important investment one can do in this particular generation. In fact, it has been said that those who can foresee the future are the people who can capture it. And so we thank God for giving us this great privilege. And we believe, God, that with this privilege, we are going to live above every form of poverty and experience financial freedom. Thank you very much, sir. We believe God Lord will make our activities to work well. Thank you so much, sir.
All right, thank you. Please, leaders, it will be good we all keep to this meeting. Your presence in the meeting is very important. Invite your friends and family. Please help them, help them, help them. We need to save Africa from poverty. Save our friends and family from poverty. Don't keep it to them. Because, so like a friend told me that if I don't invite my people, they will kidnap me. Yes, please invite your friends and family, okay? Because when your opportunity becomes real, people get angry with you because they feel you knew this secret and you never showed to them. So at this moment, I say, it is good we build Skyway and save the
planet.